How's it going, fellow shufflers? It's PJ here with the Shuffle Squad, and we're going to be talking about the Stellar Crown revision of Dragapult EX. Now, Dragapult EX is a great card. We know it. We love it. It's in Regidrago V-Star, and that's really where it's seen most of its play. We do have this build here that encompasses the Pidgeot EX engine, but we have Dragapult EX here. Phantom Dive does 200. We could spread 6 damage counters on our opponent's Pokemon in any way that we like. It does have Jet Headbutt for 70 damage, but we don't generally use that. What we are going to use, however, is again the Pidgeot engine. So we have Quick Search here. Quick Search is going to allow us to search for any other card, and the new parts about this deck are going to be things like the Sparkling Crystal that we have here. Now, Sparkling Crystal is a tool card. It came out in Stellar Crown when the Terra Pokemon, being that Dragapult EX is a Terra Pokemon, this card is attached to, uses an attack. That attack costs 1 energy less. Now, it's not a colorless energy. It can be any type of energy. So therefore, it doesn't matter what type of energy we attach to our Dragapult EX here, we can use this for just 1 energy and it can do Phantom Dive. Now we're going to be able to modify some of the damage counters on our opponent's side with Painful Spoons from our Radiant Alakazam in this deck list, and then we'll be able to utilize a lot of our other resources like our Fezandipiti EX to draw some cards. We can find our supporter cards with our Lumineon V, and we can even draw extra cards with our Drakloaks because we don't always have to use our rare candies here. We can use other things in the deck. Now, another thing that we've seen here from Stellar Crown is the new supporter Briar. So if we get down to the end of the game, our opponent's got 2 prize cards left, we can use Briar in order for us to take potentially a 3 prize turn, which is really, really good and could set us up for success. The last card I want to talk about before we show you some gameplay here is Crispin. Now, Crispin's really good. You do get to search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types. Obviously, we play 2 different types here, and then you could put one of them into your hand and attach the other one to one of your Pokemon, so that sets us up great to just go right into a Dragapult EX. So that's the deck. We're going to leave the full list down in the description of this video for you to copy and paste into your PTCG Live. Make sure you're checking out PTCGLstore.com and using code TSS5 so you can save 5% on your next order. Let's hop over into some gameplay and show you what we've got. Okay, our opponent's leading with the wrong coin flip, so I think that we're going to choose first in this going blind. We're going to try it out, see how it goes, because we do have that energy acceleration. We don't necessarily have to get everything set up right away. And we do start off with a Rotom, so hopefully we don't get donked by something like a Raging Bolt here. And what we could do to prevent that is use Pokemon League Headquarters. So it is our turn first. And I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, we're going to start things off. We might have to get rid of a Pidgeot and a Turo here. We could get rid of Briar. I think we're going to have to get rid of Briar here. And we are just going to go ahead and just get our 60 HP Pidgey, because we can't evolve that and start getting our pieces together. We're just going to instant charge here. It gives us an extra turn to play with, as long as they don't bump our stadium. Any basic Pokemon that could come up and donk us are really gonna struggle a little bit. So we're just gonna take our time. We do play Devo in this list, so even if, you know, our opponent's playing something like Charizard, which it looks like they are, we could potentially just go ahead and take care of that problem later on. Have the Arven here. So we aren't going to have to worry about attacking with any basic Pokemon in this list. I think just letting them attack into this Rotom is pretty good. They won't be able to knock it out unless they do something like a funny Dusknoir play. It could be bad, but we're going to try it out here. They don't seem to be going directly in for a Dusknoir. And a Hero's Cape. Okay, that could be annoying. even if we Devo something like the Charmander, they don't know what we're playing yet. We haven't given away our secrets. And they don't have a Rotom, so that's pretty good. We're just going to go Candy right in here. I want to get Dreepies. We don't have to worry about Manaphy. Let's take a look. We didn't have anything super important prized. We do have our Devo. That's pretty good. We got candies. Now we can go quick search. I think we'll do we're just gonna get Crispin. We're gonna start loading up on energy. And we're just gonna attach here. Got 2 candies in hand. We're just gonna instant charge for now. Pretty good. We can set up another Dreepy, and that way we can go into Drakloak, start drawing some cards while our opponent's doing the setup. There we go. There's their Pidgeot. And we know that they have candy, but are they going to be able to do something about it? Let's see what the Pidgeot is going to go for. Generally, we'll see it reveal in this turn. We'll see how that goes. Let's trying to do the setup. Trying to get things going. Not having a great setup over there on the Charizard side. Now, they could do something funny. They could do Evo into Charizard and then start taking out the threats on our side here with the Cruel Arrow. I'm not sure if they see that as an idea, because, you know, really all they have to do is just bump the stadium. And they're putting the cape on the Fezandipiti. Interesting. Maybe just don't want it to be a 2-prize liability easily enough, but hey, we have to get there without our Briar for this game. So they are going to send all of our hand to the bottom of the deck, and look at that. That's a beautiful hand. Now we can attach active retreats and do some things here. They've got the Buddy Poffin. Pretty cute. Now we get to take out that Duskull. I don't think we care too much, but we will care later on. Let's go ahead. First things first. Just get ourselves just another Dreepy. I'm gonna go ahead. This. And before we do anything else, let's see what Recon gives us. 4 Seal Stone, that's pretty good. So next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna get a rare candy and our you're gonna get a rare candy and a Defiance Band at this point. I think that we are going to have to... Oh, no, we can rare candy this turn. We can rare candy here. Let's see what Pidgeot can give us. And just start to poke thing. We can hold the vacuum. That's pretty good. And we have Palped. We could put Briar back in. And I think that that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're just going to go attach the 4 Seal Stone. And then Jet Headbutt for 70. So now we start planting damage. We're going to spread later on. We can use our Lost Vacuum with our Pidgey to get rid of the cape when they don't expect it. The cape would be gone forever. We can take potentially a 3-prize knockout. And then our recon directives in the back end are just going to draw us more and more cards. So this might be a play where they're going to try to Duskull attach here. And that's where we have to be a little bit more cautious. Because we don't have our crystal, we have to play around that. Just waiting to see if our opponent is going to evolve this turn, trying to think the math through. If they can rare candy. Okay, so they're rare candying to the Charizard first, so they can retreat and attack. Are they going to be able to rare candy my active? So then they'll be hitting for 210 plus the 130. So that's way more than enough that they need to knock out my active Dragapult. And then we are going to have to do some sort of comeback play here. I have to figure out what our comeback play is as we go, because doing it like this is not what you want to see. They're going to attach from me. Gonna come up and smack this Dragapult. Looks like maybe they don't have the Dusknoir play this turn, but that could very easily be changed with this Pidgeot quick search. Pidgeot is a great card, and that's why we put it on our list. I know Xatu is a different engine. Xatu is something that we've seen a lot of Dragapults utilize. Obviously, the energy acceleration is really good here, but we really need to get an active Dragapult online and just start smacking into things. There's our Dusclops. So they are going to put 5 on us. So doing the math, 5 plus 210, that's 260, plus their Defiance Band is going to be 290. Still not enough to knock us out. Okay, so 180, just Burning Darkness. Totally fine. So first thing we're going to do is just Recon Directive. Let's take this energy. Pretty good. We don't want to knock anything out. That's not the name of the game. We don't want to knock anything out. We are going to have to use Super Rod because things are going to go south real quick here. I think that the next thing I want to do is I want to get some sort of energy. I want to get something. Let's get some Psychic Energy for next turn. And then, I think we'll smack 200 into this. And then we could go here. And this is the 60 HP one, right? Yep. You didn't know that you could right click on these things. You can. They're gonna knock us out. Totally fine. Now they see the play. They see, okay, well, they're gonna Devo me. We just really need to get this thing off of here. They can potentially... No, they can't even do that. They could potentially take a 3-prize turn by knocking out one of our Drakloaks with a Dusknoir, and that could be a little scary. Here it comes. And then just knocking this thing right out. So taking a 3-prize turn, we will be able to Iono them, potentially. Draw some cards. We do get 6 cards off the Iono, plus our Recon Directive, that's 7. So we're planning it out well. It's just knowing what our end game plan is. So we'll be able to take 1, 2, potentially 3, and then smack into something. We are going to take a prize. So if they pop this Dusknoir, we will only Iono to 5. which isn't the best. But we do get to Iono them to 3, which is pretty cool. And then we can take away their Pidgeot. So that, honestly, is the play. We know that they used Quick Search to, you know, go in and find the Dusknoir, so they didn't expect a Devo this next turn. Alright, there's our Ultra Ball. Unfortunate that we didn't find the Crystal off of that. That would have been very helpful, but, you know, it happens. There's another Duskull, so setting up for a second round here. And an Iono. Totally fine. We'll be able to also Iono. Okay. Now we do get our own Fezandipiti off of that. That's pretty good. Pretty cool. We'll also be able to shuffle up the deck. We know that the Psychic Energy went to the bottom, so we want to be able to pick that up. Alright, Arven's pretty good here. First thing, let's get our Fez. Fez is good. Draw some cards before we search. Let's do the unknown before the known. Definitely want to put energy back into the deck. We want to put our Pokemon back into the deck. Want to go at least here, here, and here. Go ahead and get this and this out of here. We won't need Pidgeot. Get both of our energies, thinning our deck a little bit more. Let's draw some more cards here. Alright, there's our Dragapult. We know that we have more Psychic. Let's just Devo. Take 2 prize cards. Still feels pretty good. We had to... almost had to use the Arven there to guarantee that we found the one of Devo. So pretty good, we get to take 2 prize cards. Now we're even on the prize race. And then they have to accelerate energy, hit here, try to knock us out. Now, if they have Candy in hand, Candy could be pretty bad. But let's count. They have 3 energy. The 4th one's on the board. Alright. Are they going for Charmeleon or Charizard? Charmeleon or Charizard? Now we could Palpad Briar. That could be pretty funny. But this turn we could technically win. If they're not able to knock us out this turn, all we have to do is hit Rotom and put 6 on the Duskull. That's it. Then we win. Let's see if they see that play from this side. Let's see what happens. They have to evolve into Charizard EX this turn, and they have to have 3 energy in the deck. We already see... oh, I'm sorry, 2 energy in the deck. Alright, here we go. Here's the Lumineon. They have to have all 6 fire energy in that deck. Lumineon most likely going in for an Arven. find a Forest Seal Stone, maybe a Super Rod. I'm not exactly sure what their game plan is going to be. I don't know if you've ever played Charizard EX without a Pidgeot. It's not the best time. Not the best time at all. Now, a Gravity Stone or a Gravity Gemstone would actually be pretty hilarious here, because then they cannot retreat. There is the Arven. Okay, so we did get at least one out of the two thing. We would have to go for a boss's orders this next turn to win the game, which we could definitely do. You know, they're not going to be able to candy into their Dusknoir as easily. And then we know that they don't have that many resources to do their thing, right? Don't have that many resources. Interested to see exactly what they're going to go for this turn. They do have a decent size hand, so we didn't disrupt them last turn, which was kind of bad, but you know, we did get there. So there's the candy. They're only getting candy. They are not getting Forest Seal Stone, which makes me think, do they even have Forest Seal Stone available to them? They are not able to get Rod. They are drawing 3 cards with Fez, so that's pretty good. I think just searching for the pieces. Not exactly sure. There is the Rod. Okay, so a little bit easier on them. Probably Energy Dusclops Dusknoir is what I would imagine. Still thinking it out over on their side. And we still have access to our Forest Seal Stone. We haven't even V-Star, so they did get Dusclops and 2 energy. Maybe thinking that they're going to try to Rod again afterwards. Need an Ultra Ball to put here. But we do have Kazam in hand. So Kazam can get us exactly what we need. Because we have energy on, or damage on board. We have damage on board. We can move that with Painful Spoons. We could put 2 here. And now that 60, again, Dusknoir is an 80 hit point Pokemon. So let's just triple check our math. Oh, it's a 90 hit point. So maybe we're a little bit short. But we're 1 damage counter short of being able to do what we need to do. And they just give up, so they did not have all the pieces. Dragapult success. Dragapult success. Alright. Now, our opponent is going to allow us... They're so nice. They're going to allow us to pick the coin flip. We're going to say second this time. We're going to say second and see if that yields us a better hand. It looks like we don't have Arven, and we started probably the worst starter. So can we come out of this is the question. And we're playing against another Charizard. Charizard all over the ladder today. You love to see it. You love to see it. So much Charizard. They're getting set up at least... Here we go. Let's do a Buddy Buddy Poffin play. And we get a Nest Ball. How much better could it be? Not much. Let's get all of our Dreepies out. And then we can just kind of load up here. Go with the Nest Ball. Oh, not this one. This one. Cool. Attach an energy. Instant charge. Do an instant charge here. And then we have enough. We can Ultra Ball for, you know, a Pidgey. I'm sorry, Pidgeot. And then get another rare candy. Maybe an Arven. I think the issue here is not having a free retreat. That could be the issue. Not having a free retreat. Pretty not so great. We'll see how that goes. See how that treats us. Alright, so they do get an Arven. They are going to be able to take the 2 prize lead here because they're going to hit for 180 into our Lumineon. Again, totally fine. Yeah, if they do that, it looks like maybe they're just going to go for a setup angle. They do get... Okay, just an instant charge. Sure. I don't hate it. Don't hate it one bit. Alright, let's see what the old deck gives us. Oh, they're not using instant charge. I'm sorry. They are using Force Seal Stone. If they take the knockout, honestly, I'm okay with that. They don't have a whole lot else going for them. And if they're going to take the 2 prize route to go 2-2-2, that means our Briar is going to be live. So that's going to be pretty clutch at the end of the game, especially if we have to smack into a couple of 1-prizers at some point. And there we go. There's the Charmeleon, which means that we can't put damage counters with Flare Veil as their ability, prevent all effects of attacks used by your opponent's Pokemon. So Devo won't work on the Charmeleon, and the extra added bonus of the damage counter spread won't work on it. But when it evolves into a Charizard, that's pretty good. This is also really good. So Crispin can get us some energy cards. Now we can get rid of this Pidgey. And we can probably get rid of... Probably get rid of the counter catcher. We don't want to put our Dragapults too low yet. So we need Andy. Pidgeot. And then we'll go Crispin. Oh no. Oh no, chat. Go here. I think we're just going to instant charge this turn. Let them take the 2 prize knockout. Instant charge. We'll be fine. We'll be okay. Trust me, chat. Trust me. Just sitting behind a little bit. Never hurt anyone. We're going to go ahead. Oh, double Duskull. That's a thing that can happen. That is definitely a thing that can happen. We don't want them to take a 3 prize turn, but it could be okay. Totally fine. Not sure if their Pidgeot's going to go in and search for anything. They do have to play this a little like chess. When you have... Okay. Are they just going to retreat? They must. Okay, that's actually really good for us. I know it doesn't seem great on paper. They're going to take a 2 prize knockout. But what happens here, we're going to watch them do this play. They're attaching 1 to the active, retreating, and then bringing up the Charizard that didn't have to evolve with a rare candy. What that's going to do is it's going to allow us to hit into it with Dragapult EX, and then we can Devo later on. Okay, so I'm not sure what else is happening. Oh, they did put... Okay, so they did put this cape on, which is fine. That means that this Charmeleon's only going to be at 190 if we Devo it. So we'll still be able to knock it out with the TM Devo later on in the game. Again, totally fine. I love this play. I love that for them. Pretty good. What we will have to do is just double evolve this turn. So it actually is better that we waited. Okay, so this is a little detriment. Didn't like that. We can double rare candy here too. That's even better. Now let's just do a setup here. Let's go like this. That stadium doesn't matter here. Go one here. And another here. So they can't take a 3-prize turn or something funny like that. Let's quick search. I don't want them to be able to take a 2-prize turn or a 3-prize turn. So I think what I'm going to do is take these little guys off the field. Treat, go here. Let's get rid of 2 prizes. Now they won't be able to do the thing. I'll still be able to hit into this Charizard. Spread some damage. Pretty good. Feels good to me. Hopefully it feels good to you too. Now we can attach energy next turn and Sparkling Crystal. Be able to hit right into things. They're only going to be able to hit us for 240. That's something else we have to consider. We can go hit twice into this, or hit into here, spread 6. Then we can hit into the Pidgeot, put 1 if they evolve it. That's if they evolve it. Now they need to do some things. I think next turn we Iono. They're most likely going to bring up the caped guy. Okay. Little crazy. Getting a little crazy. A Clops. So 240, 290 is where they're going. Gives us an extra prize card. Pretty good. Like that. And look, we don't even have to search for the Iono. And now we're going to try to not take prize cards. Try to not take any prize cards. Now this is the 60 HP one, so we do have to remember that. We have to remember what's underneath. Opponent's selecting cards from their deck. See what they go with. Okay. Okay. Buddy Poffin. Getting him back out. Okay, seems fine to me. I'm gonna try to go for it again. Give me the 2 prizes. Just give it to me. Go 1, 2 like that. And then we can go Devo for our final prize card. Okay, that sucks. Still put Pidgeot in the active. I mean, they're not going to be able to take all 3. Let's reduce their hand size a little bit so they don't have all the pieces. I don't want them to have all of them. And look at that, we got our Sparkling Crystal. Cool, cool, cool. We don't want anything trapped in the active. I think what we're going to do is just flip the script. Go here. Quick search the deck. We want to make sure that we've got an energy, right? Bring this guy up here. Gonna hit 200. Now if they lock us up, you know, they're gonna swing into us. If they lock us up with the Duskull, then we'll be okay. They'll give us 1 prize if they do that. They'll take 2. Then we Devo the following turn. We win the game. Right? That's our prize map. So let's see if they actually knock themselves out with the Dusknoir. Spreading damage counters is good. I've been saying it. Spreading damage counters is pretty good. So let's see what else this Charizard player. I think that they see the writing on the wall that Devo is probably next. I would love it if they knocked out this Dragapult. Seems pretty good. Now, if they don't do anything, if they don't take any prize cards, what are they going to do? Here's the Ultra Ball. Okay, they got the Mist Energy. I mean, Radzard's not on the table. Okay, so there's the Dusclops. Are they going to pop it this turn? First Blast, they are. They're giving us the win. Easy day. Easy day. Let's see if they have some sort of recovery plan I'm not thinking of. Chat, let me know. Okay, cool. This feels fine. Maybe if they Iono us here. There's the Iono. Okay, totally fine. Totally fine. Energy card. Love it. Counter Catcher. Counter Catcher could get them there too. Super odd. That's a thing that can happen. We still have game in our hand. Regardless of what they do, we still have game. All we need is our Devo, which we know is in the deck. There we go. Take 2 prize cards. Seems fine. Totally fine with me. That Mist Energy would have been awful helpful this turn. Alright, let's just go in. Let's show them how it's done. Let's first, we're going to flip that script. Script has been flipped. We're going to quick search. TM Devo. And away we go. Boom, TM Devo. Putting the Pidgey out back in the hand. Putting the Charizard back in the hand. 200 damage, that's a lot. See you later, Charmeleon. And that's the game. Okay, this time we lost the coin flip. Not a big deal. Our opponent is going to pick whether they go first or second here. So we get to play around a little bit. Our opponent's going to go first. We are going to go second, which gives us better odds to find our Arven. It looks like our starting hand isn't the best, but you know what? We got Lumineon, so we are doing just fine. Okay, so Applin. Are we going to play against a festival lead, or we're going to play against the new Pokemon here at... Got Flapple. Flapple. Now, grass isn't as scary if you're not Charizard, right? That's kind of the consensus here. We did get Buddy Buddy Poffin. Look at us. We don't even need it, right? We got Dreepy. And all those 40 HP Pokemon down on the bench look extra scrumptious right now. We're going to go ahead and get our Rotom. Seems pretty good. Rotomus, if you will. We'll just attach an energy here, and I think we're going to go an instant charge our way to victory on this one. And look at that, we even get our extra energy, so we could, if they're not attacking active, potentially go into Pidgeot. Now, I haven't played against this deck on ladder, so I'm going in a little blind. Hydrapple, that's what it is. Hydrapple. Alright, once during your turn, you may attach a basic grass energy card from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you did, heal 30 damage. So they get to heal some damage, which is pretty good. Attack does 30 damage for each grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. Again, they're going to need to do this to their active. And then we could Devo Spray everything. We could go 40-40, Devo Spray. We could get Alakazam into the mix. And then all they are going to have is their Teal Mask deal damage with. And I think that we could deal with that pretty well. Alright, so they're going to go ahead and bop my little Dreepy. Totally fine. Absolutely fine, actually. We're just going to go Dreepy. Totally okay. Alright, so I think the first thing that we're going to do, we don't really need the Vessel yet. Don't really need the Manaphy. Just going to go ahead and get our Pidgeot. Now we're going to candy our Pidgeot. Pretty good. And we're going to use our Lumineon. That's going to get us an Arven. We need a rare candy here. And then I think we're going to start setting up more of our Dreepies. So we need... we'll need this rare candy. And probably 4 Seal Stone. I think 4 Seal Stone is good. Now, I'll quick search. Quick search is actually going to get us our backup attackers, which is going to be Buddy, Buddy, Poff, and we need those, right? We know that we're not going to be able to attack too much longer. We don't need that Pidgey, but we definitely need this Dreepy. Let's Force Seal. Our Alchemy. Going to get us the Dragapult. We're going to rare candy up. I think what we're going to do is just counter catcher here. We're going to spread the love. Catcher. We're going to do definitely this, because we want to kill this right away. We want to put 20 so we can Devo Spray that, and then take all of their attackers off the board all at once. And we're getting our energy, so we can now load up our Dreepy next turn. There we go. There's the Fez. Lots of energy coming down. They're going to be able to attack here. Still not for enough, but you know, we could take both of their attackers off the field. That takes 4 energy cards also off the field. Seems like they might have at least 1 energy in hand. Okay. That's still pretty fine. Are they going to be able to knock us out here? Kind of wild. Wild that they're not going in. Are they going to heal some damage? They are healing 30. Still fine. And then they still have to attach. Okay, they're going to heal another 30. Again, I'm okay with it. That is a lot. A legacy energy, huh? Okay. Yes, I would love 5 new cards. Sounds great. Okay. This is pretty good too. All right. 300, not enough. I think we're just gonna go ahead and get this guy. And that's just a concession. Can't do much about that. The Dragapults were a-flowing. So as we can see, all of the new cards with Stellar Crown have definitely made Dragapult EX a little bit better. We didn't get to see in those games how we were able to use Briar. We definitely saw Crispin had some effects, and then Sparkling Crystal was really, really good. I think the more deeper we get into the Stellar Crown format, the more and more Briar might come up into those specific plays. I think maybe if we potentially put in a Dusk Noir line, Briar might be a little bit more effective in a list like this, but for right now, I really feel like this is a very hyper consistent Dragapult EX list, something that if you love Dragapult or you love Dragon Pokemon, you're going to want to try this out on the ladder. Now, if you have any suggestions for the deck list, make sure that you're checking it out down in the description. Alongside all of our awesome sponsors, you can see the sponsors come up here on the screen, and they are who help the Shuffle Squad out, so make sure you're checking them out too. But if you have any suggestions, we love answering comments. If you like videos like this, make sure you're hitting the like button. There's so many out there that are watching our videos that aren't hitting the like button, aren't subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're doing that. We're going to have more and more deck lists come up the further that we get into these regional events, these cups, things like that, over on our Metafy. So make sure you're checking out our Metafy for the groups that we're announcing. Coming up, we're going to be doing free masterclasses as well. I'm PJ here with the Shuffle Squad. That's all I have for Dragapult EX today, but we will catch you next time.
Want to support the Shuffle Squad? Be sure to check out all of our sponsors in the description to pick up Pokemon TCG singles, sealed, and PTCG live codes. You made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this entire video from the Shuffle Squad. Honestly, from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate each and every person that supports our content, watches what we have going on every single day, every single week, even from time to time, and continuously allows us to have a forum to project our creative content towards the Pokemon TCG community. So if you haven't already, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and even leave a comment to help boost the YouTube algorithm. That being said, we'll catch you with our next video. Thanks again. Take it easy.